I'm sure some of you are wondering where I came up with the name Finding Ahrwud, so I thought I'd cover that very quickly before I get into it later in a more elaborate video when I have time. But Finding Ahrwud and how it correlates with the Swift story, there was an article, which I'm sure you can easily find online, about a man named Wayne Naylor. Now, Wayne Naylor spent much of his life, I never met him, he's gone now, but the important thing, because when I started looking into this, I thought he'd be a great person to talk to. And he said in the article, one of the quotes from him was that I never found where the old man lived. And because he never found where the old man lived, and in all of the local historical societies, there's no record of Ahrwud outside of treasure stories. So there's nearby the location that I believe solves a good part of this equation. There's a strong correlation between the Low Dutch settlement of the Conewago, members of that settlement that fought in the Revolutionary War, and the bulk of them or their immediate family members buried in the Swift Run Cemetery, the Low Dutch Swift Run Cemetery. The Swift Run people left Swift Run, went to Fort Harrod, Kentucky. James Harrod disappears. Shortly after James Harrod disappears, there's stories that start popping up within a few years of a man named Ahrwud. James Harrod's grandfather and his family members, when they first came to America, just 2 generations before, I believe, they spelled their name Harwood. So led me to believe that there's quite a possibility, since both treasure stories end with a blind man wandering the hillsides looking for his treasure. It's quite possible that James Harrod was Ahrwud. Harrod. I'm not making that big of a leap here, guys. And if they left Swift Run, people start looking for John Swift. Then Harrod disappears, people start looking for Ahrwud. I mean, it fits together as nice as you want it to, but there seems to be a beautiful overlap between the 2 stories, deep ties, well documented between people in both geographic locations, a lot of interesting information, and both stories about a Native American silver mine that ends with a blind man looking for his treasure. So Wayne Naylor, since he said that figuring out where the old man lived was key, it seemed to me that finding Ahrwud was a huge part of the equation. So if in fact Harrod was Ahrwud, then it's just another great way to fit it all together and make a lot more sense why this all seems to fit together in a nice, beautiful manner. And I think the most important thing was that we're finding Ahrwud and solving Swift. And if you stay with me for the coming videos, I don't have any idea how long it's going to take me to finish all this, but I could talk to you for days about all the information related to this. But there's your quick overview. I think I might have found Ahrwud, and in finding Ahrwud, I think we're solving Swift. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.